Warm hello to you, beloved community. I am so excited to come back into connection with you after being away for 2 weeks in my retreat. And I am coming to you with all kinds of great healing that I've done and great energy that I've tapped into. And I'm really excited to be sharing that with you today, this week, and this fall. So I'm really looking forward to this coming time with you in this new season. Of course, fall in the Northern Hemisphere, springtime for those in the Southern Hemisphere, and really a time of new beginnings and a fresh start, and being able to basically kind of decide that I can let the past go and I can step into something new now. So it's a very exciting time. And so I would love to begin, as we usually do, with an invocation for the violet flame. So I know that a number of you are doing the new introductory violet flame course. And so I invite you to grab your amethyst and to join me. And I will be invoking the rainbow violet fire for us for this week. So please join me if you have the invocation there with you. So again, we're invoking the violet flame every week in order to bring forward this powerful spiritual energy. The violet flame is so unique. And so it clears lower vibrations. So that's like lower moods, things like, you know, harsher things like feelings of shame or feelings of fear or feelings of overwhelm. The violet flame is an energy that we can invoke that clears that lower frequency of those emotions and allows us to move into higher frequency emotions like love and gratitude and happiness and joy. So we are invoking the violet flame not only for ourselves, but also for our country and for the world. And something that is also unique about the violet flame is that you can invoke it under the law of grace. So normally when you're doing healing work for someone, you need to have their permission to do that healing work. However, the violet flame, you're able to invoke it under the law of grace, which means you do not need to get that permission from somebody to invoke the violet flame for them. You invoke it under the law of grace, and to whatever extent it's helpful for them, their higher self will receive it. So it's a very powerful energy, and that's why I've chosen to put it in such a upfront place for our community work. So with that little bit of an introduction, let us invoke the rainbow violet fire. I am the rainbow violet fire. I am the masters in full array. I am the full archangel choir. I am Kuan Yin, deep peace of power. I am the heart of feminine desire. I am Lady Portia. I am Saint Germain. I am Archaea Amethyst. I am Archangel Zadkiel. So we're going to say that 3 times in total. I am the rainbow violet fire. I am the masters in full array. I am the full archangel choir. I am Kuan Yin, deep peace of power. I am the heart of feminine desire. I am Lady Portia. I am Saint Germain. I am Archaea Amethyst. I am Archangel Zadkiel. I am the rainbow violet fire. I am the masters in full array. I am the full archangel choir. I am Kuan Yin, deep peace of power. I am the heart of feminine desire. I am Lady Portia. I am Saint Germain. I am Archaea Amethyst. I am Archangel Zadkiel. And so it is. Okay, well, So, and for those that are interested, you can still get my new Introduction to the Violet Flame course. I'll include the link below this video. And let us proceed with community updates. So, of course, I came out of retreat last Friday. So, I will share a bit about my retreat during my personal updates in a few minutes. And just to say, it really is great to be back with you. And I feel so much more whole and so much more joyful. And so it is really lovely to be able to reconnect with you. So I am offering a powerful training for the community this month. It's called 3 Secrets for Developing Authentic Confidence. Tap into the spiritual roots of confidence. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I'm offering this for free, and you can register for that as well at the link below. And the feature video this week that I'm going to be offering, it is aligned with the training that I'm going to be doing. The video this week is going to be called Finding Spiritual Confidence Amidst Trump's Chaos. So I always like putting forward these teachings in the current situation, which some might even call crisis. And even as I say that word, I like to call upon what I've been told that the Chinese character for crisis is actually the same character for opportunity. So, crisis, opportunity, apparently, this Chinese character opens this understanding that anything that seems like a crisis can be an opportunity. So, I am actively helping all of you to be able to connect with that sense of opportunity that is within this current circumstance of what's happening in the US. So I hope that you can join me in the video this week, Finding Spiritual Confidence Amidst Trump's Chaos. So looking forward to giving you a personal update in a moment. But as always, I would love to thank everybody who is participating in the Warrior of Peace 1111 Peace Prayer Wave. And so that is our initiative of praying for world peace. If you're able to at 1111 in the morning, and if you can't do it at 11:11, then really welcoming you joining our prayer of peace at whatever time works for you. So I'll include the link to that below as well. And I also would really from my heart like to thank everybody who is sponsoring these videos. People regularly are telling me that they find these videos helpful. And so I would like to acknowledge the team effort with my Patreon sponsors. And so I'll just acknowledge them by initials: AM, BH, CB, CG, CF, EK, JC, JK, JM, TE. And I would also like to thank MW for her $200 donation through 2025. So if you are interested in joining the Patreon group, would certainly welcome your support and your energy connection with the production of these videos. And I'll include the link below if you'd like to become a part of the Patreon sponsor group. So my personal update, first of all, I had a really good 2-week retreat. I got a lot of rest, which my body just soaked up. And I also had the opportunity to do some really deep healing work. So I, first of all, worked on physical healing because I have gone through a series of physical maladies since May, seemingly provoked by the stress of the situation with my landlord in my building. And so I have officially been able to bring all of these physical issues to a close. I'm in the all clear. My body is healthy. I am working my way back into my usual stretching routines and my weightlifting routines, which makes me very happy. And so I wanted to share with you a resource actually that John Monroe in Japan shared with me of the medicine Buddha. And I really connected with the medicine Buddha during my retreat. Um, Set up a little shrine area and with a candle and lit it every morning and said prayers to him and made I was doing a sciatica physiotherapy routine and really made doing the physiotherapy routine in the morning part of a spiritual practice of connecting with medicine Buddha. And I found this very effective, very helpful, bringing in that spiritual level. And I did take it one step further, that I asked him to help me with healing the root causes beneath all of the physical things that I have been experiencing. Because I think that, it's pretty common knowledge at this point that things that we experience on a physical level have a root in the ways that we think about things and the ways that we feel about things. So, in my case, I realized that I've been through a lot of transitions in the last 8 years and also in the last 25 years, because 25 years ago, I had a series of Kundalini awakening experiences, which really shifted my energy. And also, it was a lot to integrate and to figure out. So, 25 years since the Kundalini awakenings, and then the last 8 years, just a lot of transition happening. And so I asked the medicine Buddha to help me with healing um, the experiences that I've had in the last 8 and 25 years. And I took time to write down what I had been through in the last 8 and 25 years. I made a beautiful sheet, chose a beautiful um, picture to go with it. So I brought some beauty and some loveliness to this healing project. And I spent time with feeling the emotions around each of these things that were on this. I called it my 8 and 25 lists. And so just taking that time in retreat to be present with such deep healing was very helpful. So I am feeling very positive about the healing work I was able to do on an emotional level, and I am over the moon happy with the physical healing and being able to get back to a more ordinary and regular and joyful life. And the other thing that I thought that I would share that I did on my retreat was I read this new book that's been published recently by one of my business coaching clients, Meta Johansson Keating, and she she specializes in designing workspace for companies. And she practices something that she calls neo feng shui, but really her skills go way beyond the training of neo feng shui. She really has a gift at creating workspaces that really come alive, where people feel good in the workspace. They don't feel drained. They actually feel fed and nourished by their workspace. And she has published a book sharing about her methods, so what she does with her clients. So I read her book during my retreat, and I found it was excellent. It really inspired me to up level the space for my business, because I do run my business out of my home, and I had a separate space, but now it is more separate because of just some things that came to mind as I was reading her book. And also, she goes through a whole process of guiding her clients to get in touch with the values of their business so that the space can reflect the values of the business. So she really caused me to revisit the values of my business and really lit a fire for me in that area, which I am really feeling excited about. And it's going to help me to actually speak about what I do in the world in some new ways that I think will be more understandable for people. So, a big thank you to Meta and her taking, such care and such an enormous amount of time to publish this book. I'll just give you a view here. It gets my 2 thumbs up, and it is available on Amazon. And I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else. So, Space That Speaks by Meta Johansson Keating. It's an excellent book. Whether you are working for an employer, maybe you could talk them into hiring her, or if you're running your own business, there's a lot in there for a solopreneur. So these were some key takeaways that I thought that I would share with you. I know that we've got a pretty big astrological event coming up this Saturday, September the 7th. It's going to be a full lunar eclipse. And so I would really love for you to be able to create some time in your Saturday and, perhaps, in the days before and the days after to be able to be present with that energy and to really use that energy. Eclipses typically are a time when we're able to face like some shadows within ourselves and to be able to heal them. And so, having just faced so many of my own shadows and done so much healing, I could not promote doing it more because it clears space for your joy. So, I hope that you will have a very blessed full lunar eclipse on the 7th. And I am just wishing so much joy upon you for your lives, for your families, for your communities, and for your fall or spring ahead, depending on which hemisphere you live in. So I'll look forward to connecting with you soon, and I hope that you will join me for my live training this month. Okay, wishing you a beautiful rest of your day. And of course, I would love to hear your comments. So please do leave comments on anything that comes to mind from what I've shared today.